Hey everybody, we're on the road. We're heading back home. Just stopped off at the mother-in-law's after we went to my comic shop in St. Albert, did our taxes, and hopefully, well, supposedly I'm supposed to get some money back, and hopefully that'll be enough to pay for our hotels, or our hotel in the weekend for the Calgary Comic Con. So hopefully they get it and I get a return fast enough for that. So what else do I gotta mention? Oh, my last video, books for the 23rd there that I just picked up. Missed one, Thor 608. So I gotta try to get that one sometime, but that was another Siege tie-in. I'm not collecting it regularly. Oh yeah, but I will, I just wanted to get the Siege tie-ins. I wanted to show you guys too. Probably saw, but yeah, look at that. Wearing one of the Deadpool shirts that my wife and family got me for an early birthday present. It's a really good shirt, I'm liking. What else? Okay, so that's about that. But we're going to talk about Twilight, all things kind of Twilight. It's been a Twilight saga week, you know, because the New Moon movie came out. We bought it on Blu-ray. But first we're going to talk about this book right here. The Twilight graphic novel, the manga style. I picked this one up for my wife. I read it as well. And I find Stephanie Meyer's take on the werewolf and vampire is very interesting. It's different. It's neat. I like it. The New Moon that just came out, I definitely like werewolves. So that was probably more of my favorite part. And people say, you know, whatever, it's kind of like girly, you know, teeny bopper kind of stuff. But like I say,
it's not girly, it's not teeny bopper. That's for the teeny bopper stuff is the Edward and Jacob.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
If you listen to the storyline and just her imagination and just the way that she makes vampires to be, you know, sparkling and being
very different take.
Vegetarians and her werewolf take on everything. She's got an amazing imagination. She does a very good storyline. It's not. I don't watch the movie or read the books for the romance and the Edward and Jacob.
That's the part that seems maybe a little kiddie.
I don't do that stuff. I can't do that stuff. I'm married. I have one man I got to look at and fondle over him.
And what I think, you know what, behind no matter what story you are reading, an adventure, fantasy story, there's always got to be about love and romance, something in there. No matter what, even if it's a very violent tale, it always has something to do with a woman.
How about you were talking about your comic books that have lots of gays in them now, and they've got gay partners?
That bothers me. But still, there's like...
See, there's romance. There's romance in comic books.
And it's dudes that cut off heads and then they go back.
In video games, how about God of War?
God of War.
The reason why he is who he is now is because he went violent and ended up killing his own family, the two people he loved the most.
And that was
romance right there.
Right, really, it's a violent, tragic romance. So yeah, so if you guys think it's too girly, kind of get over it and...
Think of Assassin's Creed.
There's women in that.
He's got a thing for damsels in distress.
That's right.
There's romance right there. He's more of a player.
Yeah, the heroes already get it. So get over that part. Read the story. It's interesting thing. So, but we're going to talk about this actual graphic novel by Stephanie Meyer, and it was adapted from her original works. Art and adaptation by Young Kim. The book itself, this is volume 1, and it goes about halfway through the first book. Or the first movie.
Most of it's based off the movie.
Most of it. So the book itself, we'll say, nice slipcover, nice art.
Very nice art.
And just black book inside, and then it's got the, see that, the title on the side. So the book itself is good. Now we'll say the artwork, manga style, you read from left to right instead of the regular manga style, you know, right to left.
But it's the kind of art that I would think Edward and Bella and everybody, all the characters would be like.
Yeah, the art suits the story. It definitely does. I agree with that. And I'm not much of a manga person, but the art does. And there's occasionally few little splashes of color. And the lack of color or the amount of color that they use really does really good for the story. It really suits it. Like, they use the colors to help tell the tale.
Are you going to tell them who did the art?
Young Kim. They're right on the title there. Yeah, Young Kim. So, yeah, the colors, the art, it really works. It goes with the style, and So yeah, that for sure. Now we only got about 5 minutes left here. So the story itself, here's one page that Nikki wanted to talk about, because I did not read the actual novels. I just have watched the movies and read this graphic novel, but not the actual novels by Stephanie Meyer. But lovely Nikki has told me a little bit about it. And if you want to explain this part.
That's the original, that's in the original novel where they're in science class and they're doing your blood type, and Bella is a little queasy when it comes to blood, and she gets very sick and passes out and gets taken to the nursing station. I was a little upset that they didn't put that in the movie, because that was one of the first moments when her and Edward had met each other or came across each other, but they put it as they were in science class together and they were doing a bunch of other stuff. So it's too bad that they didn't put that in the movie itself, but that was a good part. The other thing in there I wanted to show is they've actually got a little reference in there and picture with Spider-Man and Batman, and that's just funny because...
Yeah, because when the part where she's trying to guess, or, you know, has her suspicions of what he is, how he was able to stop the van or truck from rolling over her. Yeah, there's more I want to talk about. Gotta try to make it quick. Oh, I found it there. The story itself, they do focus a lot just on Edward and Bella, and the difference from the movies is, yeah, they just kind of focus on them, and they blend some conversations or scenes into other scenes, and I think it works for the storytelling, and it really just focuses on those two characters, and the sub-characters not as much, but you do get to see them and know what they're about, but you know, they just keep pushing it through and just focus on them. So I think it works for the manga style, the comic book style.
It goes very fast.
It does go very fast.
I'm not used to...
I read it in maybe
manga or comic books. Yeah, I don't...
For me, you probably read through it faster, but I take a little more time, probably about 40 minutes.
It was weird, because I don't do the comic books or the manga books or anything like that. I just do the novels, so it jumped really quickly, and I was going like, whoa, 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 but it was very good, very good. I need to look back at it and focus more on the art than just the story.
Another thing about some of the art was that some of it is actually like real pictures, and then it's, you know, photoshopped to kind of look, you know, in the grayscale, and they blend the characters into that. I thought that was also another really cool part of the art. So there's some wolves down there for you. About 2 minutes left. What else? So the review, like I say, it only goes about halfway through the movie. It makes you excited to read what's coming next.
For the volume 2.
Yeah, for the volume 2 that should be coming out, and it should be, I think, on volume number 2, Edward on the other side, because it looks like they're holding hands, you know, in the field. So overall, on its own, what do you think of it on its own as a graphic novel?
Like, Mom, no hands.
There you go, 10. Okay, 10.